Why, hello there everyone, it is I again, Dundee, and we're here together for a Wi-Fi battle. I'm usually the showdown guy, but I figured I kind of want to do a Wi-Fi, so let's do one, you know, why not? I do decide to do some PU though, because that is my favourite tier after all. I'm also kind of practicing for the tourney, so why not PU? I'll leave a link to the tourney in the description actually, you might be interested in that. Sign-ups are closed, but it is still very fun to watch. There have been 2 update videos by the tournament hosters, Pokemon and Fufu, which are also on this channel. And I think you would enjoy seeing those, so... anyway, totally off whatever we were trying to talk about. I have a team, Frank has a team, this is FranCTrode, the other showdown director. We decided to have a Wi-Fi battle against each other. This wasn't a Skype call, it was all shits and giggles. I brought a fake-out Torn Persian, U-turn and return as well, Magnemite with an Violite, just standard Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Volt Switch, Toxic I think. I may have carried Protect in this match, but it doesn't really end up mattering anyway. A defensive Staravia, specially defensive Lileep, which is going to be the MVP of this match, believe it or not. A banded Larvesta, and a Specs Glaceon, so it's a really stupid team, as you can tell. I don't expect it to do much work, and it honestly really doesn't, but that's not the point of this video. Looking at Frank's team, he's probably got his Scarf Magmar, he loves that thing. Just knock off Parasect with all kinds of support moves, Synthesis, etc. His Swallows, which does carry the counter, which I didn't think of that while doing this match, but I did know he have that. Grumpig, he likes running it with Assault Vest, so I'm assuming that's the one he's running here as well. A Wishcash is usually just Dragon Dance, and then finally his Rock's Lead, which is Onyx. So, this is kind of an homage to how bad Frank is with luck in this game. It really is just abysmal how hard he gets hacked this game, so let's get right into it. Right, leading the charge will be my Persian, because lead Persian, it's the best one. And I didn't really have any other dedicated leads on my team. So that will be my attacking plan. As he leads with his Onyx, I'm going to go for the fake out. I know that seems pointless, but I want to break this thing to sturdy. Always handy to break that. And it's free damage. I go for the taunt now, predicting the rocks, because that is usually what Onyx likes doing. And he actually does end up going for it. I'm going to go for the U-turn now, because I cannot do anything to Onyx. With any move of me, I just can't touch it for shit. So, going to U-turn now into my little Lileep, the Hex Guard, the based Hex Guard, as he misses a Dragon Tail turn 1. That's a good indication of how this match is going to be, let me tell you. Anyway, he's going to switch into his Parasect to take whatever move I was going to go for. I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks, and I realise that this thing gets knock off, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out into my Magnemite, because Magnemite isn't really all that oh, no, I don't go into Magnemite, I go into Persian first. That's a whole different turn. Goes for the knockoff. It will hurt, but it's the only thing that can remotely take it on my team. I know that's very sad. I'm going to go for another fake out, just because why not. And here I'm going to predict him to go for the Spore, as I will go for my taunt. He actually ends up going for the Synthesis though, because he was predicting me to just go full return, and he was trying to scout how much damage I was going to do. So now he is definitely going to go ahead and switch out, because he cannot Spore me. He's already got his knockoff off, so there's no point in him staying in. Goes into a Swallow, that makes me think this is his physical wall, and I just go for a return. And only until this point did I realise that this Persian does not have max happiness. I did not know this any game before this, so definitely fix that after this game. Gonna go into my Staravia to take the hit that he wants to go for. I'm physically defensive with Intimidate, should be able to take it really nicely, but he misses the gunshot. It's ridiculous how much he misses. It really is. I'm gonna go for a Braver, just to scout what kind of thing this is, because Persian obviously didn't have max happiness, so I can't really tell by the damage. And that definitely looks like physically defensive, because Brave Bird is a very powerful move, even coming off like base 80 attack should do a lot. And he goes for counter, which absolutely pushes my shit in. I don't have enough HP to sort of take that on, you know? I think this thing has like 50 HP, maybe 60 or something. No, 55. Goes for the Earthquake to make a, I don't know, just a funny prediction. Like, we were in a Skype call, we're just kind of messing around at this point. We didn't really care who won, it was just fucking about. Go for the Roost to get more health back. I think he goes for a Gunk Shot this time to try and get damage off on me, which is fine. He hits the Gunk Shot, and he does end up getting the poison, but with the amount of things he's already missed, I can't really complain about that, I'll be honest. And I think I just go for a U-turn on this following turn, because I have no business on staying in. Yeah, I do U-turn out on the Swalot, and I think I'm going to go ahead and switch into my... Oh, what do I go into? Oh right, Glaceon, because I wanna try and hit it on its weaker side. He's gonna go for the counter to try and get some damage off on me. It's not gonna do much because obviously the U-turn did fuck all, so I have a free opportunity to fire off an Ice Beam here. I do go for it. I really wanted to go for Shadow Ball. This is a Specs Glaceon, so it would have hurt this thing a lot. But he switches it in. I just went for the Ice Beam anyway, and it will do actually a very decent amount, and I was very surprised about that. So it's probably an offensive one. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Special Wall, the Purple Haze, the Axe Guard, and he's going to go for the Focus Blast. He will definitely hit this one, and it is going to hurt like a bitch, even though I'm specially defensive. I will be able to take it though, and he's going to go for a Psychic, I don't know, hoping for the drop, maybe not wanting to miss. I'm going to go ahead and recover up, because I need to keep this thing alive for the Magmar and this. It's the only thing I have as a remote answer to them. He's going to go for another Psychic, maybe hoping for another drop. I'm going to go for a Giga Drain to just get some kind of damage going on this thing, because the Leap has fuck all for offense, let me tell you. It really has nothing. He's going to switch into his Parasect again to try and get the knockoff off on me, because he just really wants to get rid of my Violet. It's the only way he'll be able to kill me with his Special Walls if he gets rid of it. So, that is problematic for him. This turn, I do go into Magnemite because he is the most expendable member on my team, and he is going to obviously get the knockoff off on me. I'm going to lose my Violet, but it's not that valuable on this thing, it really isn't. And I'm going to go ahead and go for a Flash Cannon to try and hurt it, because Parasect needs to go down. This thing is bulky as shit, I don't want to deal with it. Go for the Flash Cannon, do a very, very solid amount, but he is going to get his Synthesis off, and that means he will basically have no damage done to him in these couple of turns, which is problematic. Like, I still haven't done any damage to this, and he's gotten a knockoff off on me. I don't have my Violet, so in general, it's not a good situation for me. I didn't gain anything from it. It's going to go into his Cash Floor, yeah, and I'm going to just go for another Flash Cannon, because I want to get damage off. I actually end up doing a shitload, but that's because of Analytic and a crit, obviously. I wasn't expecting to do that much with just a normal attack, so it really wasn't that. Gonna get the Intimidate off before he goes for a Dragon Dance, because like I said earlier in this video, that's what most Whiscash like doing, so I'm gonna predict that. And now he's only +1 speed, so I'm kind of feeling safe, sort of, more or less. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for a Toxic on this turn as he misses another Stone Edge. He just misses so many moves this game, it's ridiculous. Getting the Toxic off is really nice, but he ends up having a Lumberry. Lumberry Whiscash is actually a very good idea, because it's generally the problem that Whiscash has, getting status on it. It's going to go for the Stone Edge now. It will be enough to take me down to where a Toxic will kill me. I try to get another Toxic off, but I miss. I don't really care. I packed Frank to death already. I'm fine with it. I'm going to go ahead and go into a Resto, try and get some free damage off, go for the Fake Out. And I was really, really hoping Frank was like being Frank and running some kind of odd max HP, max attack, adamant nature or something with Dragon Dance. Doesn't turn out to be the case, he does end up outspeeding me. And now I'm in trouble, because the only thing I really have to take this on is this, and I'm going to have to take a lot of damage from this Stone Edge. And it's going to do about half. I will be able to live it because Glaceon has great natural bulk, and an Ice Beam will definitely be enough to kill it off. Maybe I should have just gone into this thing right away, because Persian was kind of valuable, but it really doesn't end up mattering in the end game. It's going to go into his butt face now. And I'm going to switch out into my Laleep once again. hoping I can take a Fire Blast since it will be neutral damage. I'm a Grass Rock type, so should be fine. Goes for the Fire Blast, and I do end up taking it relatively well. Does about 34%, something like that. And I'm going to be able to recover off the damage, and he's going to need to switch out because he can do nothing to this. So, on the following turn, I'm going to go for an Ancient Power to try and get some damage off on this. I'm still assuming that this thing is scarfed at this point, so that's why I felt very safe going for an Ancient Power. And he comes in with Parasect, takes rocks damage, go for the Ancient Power, and actually does a very decent amount coming off like base 60 special attack. But the Parasect is here again, it's going to go for another knockoff. In comes the next fodder, basically, which will be my Larvesta. It is a choice banded one, as I mentioned before. And it's going to do an absolute fuckload because I have shit defense. And I'm going to go for a U-turn because I know that will definitely be able to take it out from there. Even though it's a Larvesta, it's got about 85 attack, so it should be enough, and it does end up being enough. I don't get the momentum, but I get to pick what I want to go into, so either way, it's an alright deal, you know? It's fine. Gonna go into Crystal because I don't want to send in Leap, like completely freely. He might have trouble dealing with whatever is going to come in. And he ends up switching in Butt Face, which is the worst possible thing. I'm going to switch in Leap, once again expecting Fire Blast. I wasn't aware at this point that he was in fact carrying the Focus Blast, but he misses. And this is just Frank's luck in a nutshell. He's missed so many moves at this point. Focus Blast is going to do an absolute fuckload. I'm going to go for an Ancient Power. I kind of overestimated Leap there, and it will cost me because it's basically GG for Leap. But no! He misses, and I get the recover off. And that was purely hacks based there. If he didn't miss that, I would have been dead. And he misses the second one as well, and we're going to be able to get away with killing this Magmar off without taking any sort of damage. It's just annoying as shit. I can imagine Frank just being so incredibly pissed at this thing. We were in the Skype call and he was pretty damn upset about this thing still being alive. He's going to go into a Swallow because it walls me perfectly. I'm going to go into my Magnemite to just sort of fodder it off, to be honest. I was probably going to go for Earthquake or maybe Gunk Shot so I could get a free hit off. But he actually ends up going for the Amnesia, which is going to boost his special defense by 2. And that's not good for me, because that means that I cannot come in and revenge kill with Glaceon. So what I'm going to try is go into my Trident, which is in fact carrying the Zen Headbutt, because it's the only sort of like coverage it gets. It gets Flare Blitz, U-Turn, Zen Headbutt, and Wild Charge, and that's about the best it gets. He's going to take this opportunity to start Amnesiaing up. If I was still banded, that would have been a 2 KO, so that's very disappointing. But now he's at +4 special defense. I'm just trying to get damage off as much as I can. Maybe even get a flinch with all the amounts of luck I've been getting this match. But he doesn't, and he goes for the counter, which is definitely going to take me out. I have shit for HP, so that will not be happening anytime soon. Now, I know that it's basically the GG. Nothing on my team can kill this because of the +4 special defense. I'm just going to go for a faint Ice Beam, hope for the best, and it's a crit. It's ridiculous. I felt so bad for Frank at this point. I honestly felt like I should have just forfeited because he's just so fucking unlucky. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into Leap again. It's only down to Leap and Glaceon to try and clutch this game. Switch it in on a Focus Blast, if I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but he misses again. Now he goes for another Focus Blast, which won't be enough because I know that Magmar has more special attack. So I will be able to take that. Gonna go for a Giga Drain to just get enough that bit of health to where I can live the next Focus Blast. And I think I go for a Recover here, as he does go for another Focus Blast. It will not be enough to kill me because of that Giga Drain. And yeah, this Leap should have been dead like, what, 15 turns ago? It's ridiculous. He goes for a Psychic, not wanting to miss, maybe try and get a special defense drop even. I'm going to go for a Giga Drain. I sort of let my guard down here because I thought he maybe ran out of Focus Blast or he didn't want to keep risking the miss. And that was my fatal mistake because now he can get the Focus Blast off and it will actually end up killing me. Never mind, I guess I was wrong. Okay, that's where it went wrong because now he can finish me off with a Psychic. That's what I was trying to say. Because I just thought he wasn't gonna risk it anymore, but he did go for it, and I went for a Giga Drain because I didn't expect him to go for a Focus Blast. And that would be GG, because Glaceon, while having good bulk, it's not going to be able to take a Psychic from there from an offensive Grumpig. Grumpig actually has good special attack, so it's just going to be enough. And that will be the game, which was incredibly hacksy. I am so sorry, Frank. I hope you all enjoyed the video. This was just a testimony to Frank's poor luck in this game, and hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all the next time. Goodbye.